Yeah. Cheaper and newer than the next one on the list. Sarah's going to see it.
If we definitely move.
Why shouldn't we?
Oh, you know why?
Your father will cope if we move. Since his heart bypass operation, he's fitter than he has been in the last 10 years. You know it, and so does he.
Well, maybe, but it's hard leaving him, you know.
No, it's not. It's a state of mind.
Well, he'll be really lonely.
He's got to help himself. He's got to get out and meet people. He's young enough to meet another woman. He's young enough to start another family.
Oh, no, that's unthinkable.
It's not impossible. You know, you're worried about leaving him. Tomorrow he could meet someone, fall in love, and decide to emigrate.
Don't talk soft.
You just don't know.
No, Max, I do know. Because he's already told me that he's lost the love of his life, and I believe him.
Oh, yeah. Your mother.
No. Beth.
Bev. His love of his life is Bev. I mean, are we talking about the same person?
Oh, stop it. He meant it, and I really fell for him.
Well, he is craftier than a fox with GCSEs. He's a master of mind games.
Hey, this was before you thought about us moving.
I know, even so.
And anyway, talking about mind games, you're not beyond playing dirty yourself.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you. Talking to the kids about moving house. I mean, what's all this that you've promised them about new bedrooms?
I might have mentioned we'd have more space if we moved.
Room for toy forts, fairy castles and railway layouts.
I promised nothing, Jacqui.
And a big garden with a swimming pool, a play area, tree house.
Paddling pool. Paddling pool. I distinctly remember saying that.
Well, now it's a theme park in their minds. Max, you have to be careful with them. They believe every word you say.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting the best for your children. And for us, too. Now, you know, I'm going to put a bid in for this house. Come on. Let's see what happens, eh? Come on, Jacqui.
Granny flat?
Oh, Max, maybe it just wasn't meant to be.
I don't believe it. They must have made the sale while we were discussing it. I mean, your father, he must have cursed us to keep us talking about him. In that time, somebody else put in a successful bid.
As if.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't put us off. We could put in another offer.
And gazump them.
What do you think?
Now, look, if you want, we'll start thinking seriously about moving. You don't have to steamroller me into it.
I just want what's best
What's
for
best
us.
for us, I know.
This house, it would have been perfect for us.
Yeah, it was, but it just wasn't meant to be.
We'll just keep on looking, starting with the first one this afternoon.
The more expensive one?
Yeah, the bigger one with the granny flat, but it's just round the corner.
Are you sure you know this bloke well enough to move in with him?
Don't. I've got enough doubts without you feeding me.
Oh, ignore me. I'm just being selfish. You bring him round when you think the time's right.
I'd love to. I've told him all about you and Josh, you know.
Hey,
And you can come to us.
we will.
He cooks like an angel.
You might be seeing more of us than you bargained for then.
You know I can't see enough of you. My number one girlfriend.
Don't you forget it.
Will you be able to manage the rent?
Well, I'm going to have to, aren't I? And if I don't, I'll just get someone to share.
Oh, you've got me worried about you now.
We're a right pair, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's you.
Have you ate your leg or something?
I never complain, you know that.
Dad, why aren't you dressed now?
I think you're confusing me with somebody with a reason to live. Betrayed by my own flesh and blood.
Oh, here we go.
Deserted in the twilight of my life. Just when I thought that everything was settled and I could look forward to a few years of contentment.
What's this got to
Sit out in the evening, listen to me grandchildren playing next door.
Dad.
When I could sleep in my own bed, secure in the knowledge that it was my loved ones living next door and not having to worry in case the neighbours were crack dealers.
What has that got to do with not being dressed now?
Not much point, is there?
You really are feeling sorry for yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, well, nobody else will.
Oh, come off it, Dad. We're not talking about emigrating, you know.
No, not at the moment, but once the moving bug kicks in, why don't you just sort out a residential home for me now and have done with
Oh,
it?
stop it. Dad, if we move and it's still a big if, you're going to be fine. We have got no intentions of moving out the area.
But distance doesn't matter that much, Jacqueline. How to sight, how to mind.
Yeah, so apart from your loss of will to get dressed and your paranoia about being left all on your own, how are you?
As if you care.
Dad, of course I care.
So why are you planning to move away from me then?
To improve ourselves, like most parents want for their kids.
Yeah, but what do most children want for the parents?
Lighting, shelter, heat and food. Dad, you're not on the breadline.
Company, Jacqueline, you missed out company. Reassurance that there'd be somebody close by. In case I collapse.
Dad, you've never been healthier since that bypass operation. So I refuse to feel guilty about even thinking of moving house.
I feel so guilty.
You have met your man, that's all that matters. You're gonna live happily ever after.
I always think happy endings are because the story's finished too soon. But you've got to take your opportunities where you can.
I'm gonna miss you. Hey, there's not many people who could put up living with me and Josh.
Yeah, but you need someone to help subsidise the rent. Just be careful who you get.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard though, isn't it? To find someone who's a good friend to me and a great mate to Josh.
Oh, shut up, you'll have me in floods in a minute. Look, I'll take these and I'll see you later.
Okay.
£345,000. You must be crackers.
The whole house doesn't market as Dad, but what can you do?
You can stay where you are.
Yeah, and house prices keep rising and we lose our place on the ladder.
What ladder, Jacqueline? You don't have to try and keep up, love. All that matters is that you're happy in the home you're living in, and I thought you were. Oh.
Well, we are. But Max has always intended for us to move to a better district.
Well, he's a snob.
No, he just wants what's best for us, so he keeps telling me.
Do you know what, love? I can't understand why you want to move again. I mean, you're going to be paying more solicitors' fees, surveyors' search and all that. I haven't just fed the same sharks.
I know, but he thinks we can still manage.
And what about the kids, eh? I'm here for an emergency with me living next door, which is even more important with Rachel being out the picture.
Well, that's something we're going to have to sort out. But you know what? You never gave Mike and Rachel all this hassle when they moved.
No, I know. They're away with the fairies half the time. You're different, love. I can rely on you.
Yeah, and you still can, wherever we live. Dad, we're only talking a couple of miles. And you're welcome anytime, you know that.
Well, I've read the brochure. But there's a lot of room, isn't there?
Yeah, for all of us.
Well, that's very nice to hear, Jacqueline, but I still think you're making a mistake taking so much on. I'm telling you, if your business hits trouble, then you're going to be up the Khyber.
Then we'll just have to downsize.
You've got an answer for everything, you, haven't you?
Look, you've really made me think things through. And to be honest, I'm starting to come round to Max's way of thinking.
Oh, thank you very much. I've talked you into it instead of out of it.
Well, I suppose you have, yeah.
It's not fair, you know, Jack. I've put up some very good arguments against you moving.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm not giving up.
You're early.
I know, I've got to get back, but I'm just trying to find something and share this with you.
What?
A small box of chocolate biscuits and the solution to your problem about leaving your father.
Which is?
Bev!
What about it?
The love of your father's life.
Well, that's what he said.
Yes. Look, you know that Lance is moving out today.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's moving in with his friend, Alex, which means that Bev is going to be all on her own in the flat.
With Josh and?
Well, you know she's always moaning about trying to pay the rent.
And?
Well, what would be more convenient than her moving in with your father?
For you mean?
Yeah, for all of us.
But Max, we've tried it before and it doesn't work.
Oh, relationships, they need to be worked at. Maybe they didn't try hard enough. I think it just needs a little bit of encouragement from us.
Oh no, that is so cynical.
I just want everyone to be happy.
No, you want to be happy, you mean, at any cost. Me dad and Bev have not got a future together and you're getting desperate now.
Look, if desperate means wanting the best for my family and everyone else, then I plead guilty. I have a dream, Jacqui, and I want you to share it with me. Walton.
Max, listen, don't go stirring things up for me dad and Bev.
Don't you worry, look, I will be as subtle as ever. Which is the wine that we don't like?
The bottom left.
Well, this is unfinished business. Let's square it and get our lives back. It's got to be that Jenny one. She knows what's what. You're joking, aren't you?
Couldn't you just call him on his mobile and wish him well?
Yeah, well, I wanted to call round and give him this wine. I wanted him to think I wasn't just his employer. I'm a friend as well. Oh, and to see if there was anything I could do.
Well, he hasn't got much stuff he needs to move, you know.
No, maybe not, but I thought he might need some encouragement, just to let him know he was doing the right thing. He did have some doubts.
With all respect to you, Max, I don't really think he cares what you think.
bit harsh, don't you think? I get on very well with Lance. Friendships have to be nurtured, you know. Relationships have to be worked at.
Have you been drinking?
No, of course not. Whatever gave you that idea?
Well, you come here out the blue, going on about caring for Lance and working at relationships. What's going on in your head?
Family.
What?
Family. And us all getting on well together and recognising what we all care about before we all lose it forever.
You're starting to frighten me now.
Lance was only half the reason why I called round.
And what's the other half?
You.
Oh, now I am really freaking out.
No. Let me finish, please. How are you going to manage to shoulder all the rent responsibilities yourself and all the other bills as well?
Is your Jacqui going to give me a rise?
Not as such.
So, what are you going on about?
What I have to tell you now is in the strictest confidence.
Go on.
Ronnie's still desperately in love with you and would give anything to get you back.
Go away.
It's true. Opened his heart to me.
To you.
We're a lot closer than people might think, you know, but this is really sensitive. Nobody must know that I told you this. But I just can't sit by and see you two apart.
Well, if you do move, at least I can come and visit you. Katie, you can come and visit me now. Jacqui, no, I can't. I'm sorry. Do you know what? You're probably the most positive reason I have for moving. Hey, you'll have to come round with the baby, though. Oh, yeah, definitely. So, is Nick going to be there with you at the birth? Oh, he says he wants to, but I'm not sure. You make sure he's there. And don't be going for all this natural birth rubbish. You take every drug that they offer you and wake up in Barbruki celebrating.
Hiya.
Oh, yeah? I thought you were moving out today.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, have you come to see me or Max?
Neither. I've come to see your dad. Well, we had words yesterday, and I want to get everything sorted out before I move in with Alex. I don't want anything hanging over me. Oh.
Sounds serious.
Oh, no, it's something and nothing. Well, I was a little bit out of order, really. So have you had any offers?
Well, it's only been up a day, and you don't really get people just passing, do you?
I suppose not. So is it in the paper then?
Yeah, tonight. And you like Walton? Yeah, it's alright.
New neighbours, new friends, new experiences. It keeps you young.
Well, that's not what my dad thinks. He's coming up with everything to try and stop us from even thinking about moving.
Hey, how would you feel living next door to a couple of puffs?
What?
Well, I know I've come to make me peace with them. But there's nothing wrong with having a laugh as well, is there?
Hey, Lance, you take it easy with him, for both your sakes.
What do you want?
Believe it or not, I've come to apologise.
What for?
Yesterday when I flew off the handle.
Yeah, well, you were bang out of order. And you, so was I.
Oh?
Yeah, I know that just because you're that way inclined doesn't make you a danger to Josh. And I know that you're just as likely to be a paedophile as I am.
I don't understand. Is this your version of an apology?
Yes. But you know what I mean, don't you? You're your way, I'm mine. And people who are a danger to kids are their way.
Right, so we're okay then?
As well as we're ever going to be. Let's face it, you're never going to be my type of bloke, are you? That's just the way it is.
So what is your type of bloke, Ron? You're a pitcher or a catcher?
Get out of here.
No, I think we should get to know each other.
You want to
As I've
say?
just looked round your Jacqui's and me and my friend Alex are thinking of putting an offer in.
What?
But I heard there was some dispute over the garden fence, yeah? Now I think it's best to get these things sorted out sooner rather than...
Jacqui, can I have a word, please, now?
What's up?
I think you know very well what's up. He's just told me about putting an offer in your house. Is this a wind-up?
What does Alex do again?
He's painter and decorator.
Oh, well, there you go. You'd be alright for getting your bits and pieces touched up then.
This is not going to happen. Where's Maxie?
Is that way?
Yeah, well, I want to see him as soon as he gets home. I mean it, Jacqueline. I'm nipping this in the bud.
Excuse me, but apart from the fence dispute, what's it got to do with you? Who buys the house?
I'll tell you what it's got to do with me. That was my house till we swapped. The house where she grew up and we reared a family. A mother, a father and kids. You see, it was that type of house.
Yeah, well, Jacqui assures me that the swap was all done legal and proper.
Yeah, which it was.
Well, just about the fence then, so...
Look, it's not that you're gay. What you do behind closed doors has got nothing to do with me. But I'd object to anybody buying next door who had loud parties over a pain in the... Well, who disturbed me? don't think it's prejudice, it's just that... Well, it's just...
It's what?
Well, I just want everything to stay as it is, Jack. I like you living next door. Why's everything got to change?
Because it has to, Dad. Kids grow up and people get older and, you know, circumstances change all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry to wind you up, Ron. I did come here to make peace with you, but we've no intention of moving in next door. And even if we did, we would be good neighbours.
But you're not going to buy it.
House of our range. Oh, and those curtains.
Right, I'm just going to see your father. You get ready for the viewing.
Max, no, I want to come with you. I'm not having you two falling out and us getting back to the old Farnham-Dixon feuding days.
It won't come to that, but it will be better if you're not there.
Why? What are you up to?
Nothing. I just think it'd be easier if I just talk to him man to man, that's all. Look, we don't have much time. We've got the estate agent booked for 2 o'clock.
Max, you have been really high-handed about this.
I haven't. Look, I've taken the initiative because I can see the bigger picture. Look, your opinions are naturally fogged by your father's selfish motives because he wants you to stay here for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and you're as bad as him.
Darling, go along with me over this. Please, all I'm asking is a chance to speak to your father on my own. Look, you've got to get ready. Now, please, let's go and view this house and we'll make an unemotional decision on whether to put an offer in, all right?
OK, but I'm coming in there in 10 minutes.
Why?
Damage limitation. That is the way it is.
What I have to say has to remain strictly between ourselves. Even Jacqui doesn't know we're having this conversation.
Max, I don't want any of your secret society mumbo-jumbo. Just get on with it.
I am not a member of any secret society.
No, well, you've got to say that, haven't you? I mean, I know that.
Do you want me to tell you or not?
Go on, then.
I think... No, I know that if you made the right approaches, Bev would have you back like a shot.
Is that it, like?
I thought you'd be pleased.
I thought it might have something to do with me making money, you know.
No, this is to do with happiness and love. Your future and hers, not mammon.
Breasts.
Money, riches, you know, monetary stuff.
Max, will you just talk plain English to me? You're always doing this, aren't you, with your snobby ways? That's why you want to move, isn't it? Let me tell you something. Not everybody's impressed by a postcode.
I came here to talk to you coolly and calmly, and all you can do is manage to be confrontational. Aren't you at all interested in the information I've given you?
How do you know about all this?
Well, I went round there to talk to Lance, but he'd gone. So, I ended up talking with Bev, and, well, to be honest, she practically broke down. She told me what she would give to have a second chance of happiness with you.
Well, she didn't seem like that yesterday.
Well, you know how she can be. She's very proud. I think I caused her the very vulnerable moment with Lance leaving.
She did say that she hates living on her own, like.
And you're here on your own? What does it take for you to realise? How loud does the cry for help need to be?
Ah, no. We've tried it before, you know, and it's never worked.
Yes, but she knows that too. And as she said, relationships need to be worked at. Sometimes it's easy to overlook the obvious. She would kill me if she knew that I was telling you this. And Jacqui too. It's got to be between us two, Ron.
All right, I'll give it some thought.
Good. I'm glad that I've been of some help to you.
I'll let you know when you have.
Well, I've told you how she feels. The rest is up to you. You could be living together within a week.
Who'll be our next door neighbours, though? Druggies, terrorists?
If we'd sell the house to anybody.
Why have you got to sell it at all?
What is the point of going through all that again? You just got to get used to the idea. It's not as if you'll be living on your own.
Oh, now that would really suit you, wouldn't it, eh?
It would suit me if we were all happy, nobody rocking the boat.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I know. Oh, fine.
See what happened then?
What?
My daughter, who lives next door, has just let herself into my house using her key, which is as it should be.
Yeah, and?
Well, how many neighbours do you think I could trust with a key?
I don't know.
None, apart from her, and you want to take it away?
Dad, I will take the key with me when I go. I won't leave it next door. And why aren't you dressed? This hasn't gone away.
I'm going to get dressed, then I want to park the Moby outside and do some sorting out.
We agreed you wouldn't park it on the close.
Well, I've changed my mind, all right?
It brings the place down.
Ah, when I should be so sensitive about that with you having a house up for sale and all.
Dad, don't even think about sabotaging.
Hey, my house, my drive, my Moby. Now, if the neighbours are not bothered about me, I'm not bothered about them.
You see, this is going to get so childish. Yeah, I just know it. There's no reasoning with him.
Oh, and just one other thing. I do believe that these days you have to register any difficult neighbours.
You know we have.
Yeah, well, in that case, Dixon is the name. All right, Ron Dixon. And the back garden dispute is just about to start again.
And you wonder why I wanted to move away from here.
Yeah, it's all coming out now, isn't it? It's personal.
Oh, yes, very!
Oh, Max, stop it. This isn't going to help.
Yeah, and what would have happened if I had took up your offer, eh?
What offer?
The granny flat.
Granny flat?
Yeah, I saw it in the brochure. Jacqui said I could come round any time I liked. There's loads of room.
You said what?
No, I said you could come and visit us any time you like, but I didn't mention the granny flat.
Well, as good as. See, he's poisoned your mind against me.
Come on, Jacqui, we've got a house to view. We're wasting our time here.
Yeah, you're wasting your time even going to look at it. 345,000 quid. You're living in a fantasy world.
Dad, it's the going rate. House prices have shot up in the past year.
You'd still need a pool's win.
No, because our house has gone up as well.
Yeah, but how much?
25 grand.
My house?
Our house?
You've exploited my good nature, you.
You haven't got any.
Oh, will you just settle down? We'll go and see the house and we'll come back and talk to you later. I mean, we mightn't even like it.
Yeah, well, you do what you like. And I might just sit rocking out there at the front in me pyjamas and welcome any buyers.
You know, we tried to come here to talk to you civilly, but it's obvious you're just turning into a bitter, twisted old grouch.
Hey, you're still me dad. Are you looking for me?
Well, yeah.
Right, drive.
Where?
Just go. I don't want to be seen talking to you.
Ah, hello, yes. I'd like to make an offer on the Meadows, Park Lane, Woolton, please. Yes. I believe that the asking price is £345,000. Yeah, well, I would like to offer 360,000.
We're due to meet the estate agent in half an hour.
Anything in for
There'll be no point going if we leave it any longer.
You always come home.
We just need enough time to view the house properly, that's all.
Oh, well, I'll just have to give them toast or something.
Yes, they'll survive.
What happened to them having a healthy diet, eh?
They survived Rachel long enough.
Yeah, I suppose. Do I need me bag?
No, you just need your eyes, that's all, to look round, see if you like the place.
See if the estate agent is exaggerating.
Yes, whatever. Come on, let's go and check the place out. Look, if we don't go now, we'll miss out on this house as well. Jacqui! Well, here it is.
Hey, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
No sign of the estate agent.
Oh, so we're early after all that rushing.
All right, well, come on, we'll have a look round the outside.
Hey, Max, we'd be able to fit 2 cars on the drive. We're better than the close there.
First impressions?
Not bad.
Is that Jacqui speak for pretty good?
Might be.
Is that Jacqui speak for yes?
Could be.
So you like it?
Max, don't rush me. This is a lot for me to get my head round. I was brought up in a little Corby house, don't forget.
Yeah, I know all about that, but are you not the Jacqui that you were back then, are you? You've worked your way out of all that. You're a seriously successful young businesswoman, and you deserve the best things in life.
Yeah, so how did I end up with you?
Flaming answer phones. Oh, hello. I'm just leaving a message for Lance. Spare beer. Remember me? I was just ringing to see how you were, hon, and you know, making sure you were settling into your new pad okay. And just to let you know, I haven't topped myself yet, in case you were worried about me, the state you left me in. So, love to Alex, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye. Miss ya. Already.
Oh, what do you think?
Well, it'd be a lot different from the close.
Totally.
Do you think it needs much work?
Well, the roof looks good and paintwork seems okay. It just depends what it's like on the inside.
Harry and Emma would love it, wouldn't they?
What about Max and Jacqui? Would they learn to love it?
We'd have plenty of room.
Oh yeah, plenty.
And we could even have proper parties, couldn't we?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I know what that's Max speak for.
What?
I don't mind having parties so long as people don't stay too late, keeping me from my bed.
I can still handle parties.
Well, if we do have a housewarming, are you saying that you'd be there going strong till the end?
Oh, whoa, talking about having housewarming parties now, are we?
Well, like you said, we haven't seen the inside yet.
It's like the guys here.
Well, listen, we mightn't like it, you know. Mind you, it has got a granny flat. Saves you the worry of having to manage the stairs.
Hi.
Hi.
This do you?
Suppose, yeah.
I mean, you're the one who said to drive.
You're the one who'd come to see me.
Didn't expect to see you snogging that fella outside your house. Not that fella who isn't your husband.
What are you? Some kind of private detective all of a sudden?
Just interested, that's all.
What were you doing sat outside my house?
Waiting to see you.
Oh, see if Terry were hanging round back there.
That's the last place I'd expect to find him. Same goes for you and all, yeah? If you're that cool about your boyfriend coming round, I mean, I'm sure Terry wouldn't be happy about that.
As if that's any of your business.
Terry's my business, you aren't.
You've really got a thing about finding him, haven't you?
Yeah, too right, they have the amount of people's lives he's ruined.
He's an expert at that.
So why don't you tell me where he is then?
Hey. This big fancy house that they've gone to see. Tell you what, you wouldn't believe the price they're asking for it.
Yeah. If you were asking 10 bob for it, you'd be moaning.
345 grand.
Go away.
Tell you, I nearly choked when I put my offer in.
Put your what in?
I've bid 360.
What for? Oh, what do you want a massive house for? You live on your own.
I'm not buying it.
So, why did you put an offer in?
To stop at Jacqui.
Doing what?
Moving there.
Hang on a minute. It's not in a rough area, right? It sounds like it's gorgeous and she can afford it, so what's your problem with her moving there?
Well, there's loads of things, you know.
Like?
Well, for a start, it's miles away from where she works, and then, well, you know, all her mates and that.
And from you as well, by any chance?
Well, all right, yeah. Me and all. I'd only see half as much of me grandkids as I do now, and that can't be right, can it?
She wouldn't be on your doorstep so you could moan at her. Do they know you put an offer in?
No, of course they don't.
Right, so they could be at the estate agents right now putting in a higher offer just to outbid you.
I only did it just to sting it out, you know, until they got fed up.
You only did it because you were thinking of yourself, as usual. The way you always do. Same old selfish Ron. You never think about anyone else.
Yes, I do. Look, I brought these round for you.
Oh, thanks very much. Just 'cause the labels have dropped off and you can't sell them, and you think because Lance has moved out, I'm on me bones and you can palm me off with all your rubbish.
Hey, these are not rubbish. And anyway, it was your Josh who messed them up in the first place, remember?
Oh, right, yeah. He's always my Josh when he's done something wrong, isn't he, eh? Never our Josh. Do you know what? I bet your Jacqui can't wait to get from under your shadow, just like your Mike at the end.
Behave, I've done loads for the both of them.
You were. You were always on your Mike's back. And as for the way you treat poor Max, like he's some mortal enemy, just because he talks differently from you. Do you know what? I am surprised she hasn't emigrated with him the way you carry on.
Ah, come on now.
Never mind, come on. Why don't you think about your Jacqui's happiness, eh?
What do you think?
Starting to get a bit of a tingle.
I mean, do you remember what you were like when she was marrying that Lord Whatsits? When you thought she was going to marry into a huge mansion?
Ah, now that was a house worth moving to.
You are so shallow. You weren't interested in Jacqui's happiness back then.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't. All you were interested in was having a grandchild with blue blood in its veins.
So what's wrong with wanting the best for your daughter?
What's wrong in letting your daughter do what she wants with her life? Not what you want.
She's still my little girl.
Ron, will you shut up? She's 26. She's got a good-looking fella. She's rolling in dosh. She doesn't need you anymore.
I'm a dad.
Sad dad, yeah? The way you're carrying on.
What's sad about me loving my daughter and wanting to be near her?
It's high time you got over yourself, you know. Why don't you start living your own life, instead of always picking the scabs off everyone else's? If this move's right for your Jacqui, fine. Let her go for it. And stop being so selfish.
Just don't want to be left on my own.
Oh, Ron. It still doesn't mean you can go around messing with people's lives, you know. Just because you feel lonely and left behind. I mean, we all feel like that sometimes, don't we?
Well, I can't help it if I hate being on my own.
Snap.
I know I go on a bit.
A bit?
But I never mean any harm.
Look, I know Jacqui moved out years ago, but, well, she's never lived more than 100 yards away, has she? So you're bound to miss her. But if she gets the chance, you've got to let her fly the nest. Even if it is the nest next door. You know that, don't you?
Yeah. I will miss her if she goes, though.
When she goes.
And Maxie too, to be honest. I mean, I know that we've had our differences, but if he went...
You'd have no one to do battle with.
Sometimes he deserves it.
And you don't?
Well, yeah, of course I do. Suppose it's a bit like you and me, eh? I mean, we've had one or two differences of opinion in our time, haven't we?
One or two. Mind you, I always seem to be the one who came out on top.
That's because you're always right, dear.
Thank you.
At least, that's what you'd always tell me. We weren't always battling though, were we?
We had our moments.
Yeah, but we never got it just quite right, did we?
Wasn't who wanted to try it.
Thanks for your time, thank you. What do you think?
Max, I love it. Don't say I told you so.
Shall we put an offer in?
Well, after what happened last time, let's just go for it.
I never knew what I had till you'd gone.
Are you about to burst into song?
No.
Sure you haven't got Dolly Parton waiting at the door?
Come on, Bev. We were brilliant together, weren't we?
Not exactly always.
Yeah, but most of the time.
What, when Key had plopped on the kitchen floor?
Okay, I'll give you that one. Maybe not then, no.
Or when I left into bed with your Michael?
Yeah, well, you were just trying to make me jealous then, weren't you?
How about when I tried to burn your house down around your ears?
Suppose it showed you cared?
We both cared, didn't we?
More than either of us ever knew, I reckon.
And now look at the pair of us. Stand by, Dolly. I tell you, me on me lonesome with me boy, and you on your lonesome with your memories.
We would make a good couple though, wouldn't we, eh? Eh?
You know what they say, whoever they are. Never go back.
But we wouldn't be going back, would we? We'd both change loads since then. It'd be like starting something completely new.
Shouldn't you be out on the Moby or something? Raking in your pennies?
I'm stock taking today.
Oh, well then, count your mystery tins.
Wouldn't we?
Shouldn't you be making a phone call to the estate agents?
Well, can you believe that? We've been gazumped.
You what?
Before we've had a chance to put a bid in, somebody else has put an offer in on the place.
Oh, not again.
What's more, it's 15,000 more than the asking price.
Well, what did you say?
Well, I had no choice. Had to come in with an offer of 15,000 more than that.
Another 15,000 on top, Max. That makes it 375.
What else could we do? We both love the house. We both want the house. I'd have lost it if I didn't.
So much for putting in a lower offer.
Well, at least we're first back in the queue.
Yeah, until the next price, hey.
There is no way anybody would come in with an offer of 15,000 more than that.
Come on, let's go.
I still think it's worth it, though.
Well, we'll just have to hold back on the new curtains.
Right, where are we going? Straight home or pick up the kids?
Let's go and deal with the big kid first, me dad. Tell him that we're going to put in an offer and that we're moving house whether he likes it or not.
Oh, whether he likes it or not. There's no way he will like it.
Well, he'll just have to live with it, won't he?
I think it'd be a good idea if you drop me off at the school, then I can walk home with the kids.
No chance. If we're going to tell me dad news like this, we're telling them together.
Coked up loser. How come you ended up with him?
He weren't always such a coked up loser. He had a decent job once. Brought home loads of money every week. Did a place up lovely. Put me and kids in clothes. Took us places. Treated us like we was really special. Different fella back then.
Sounds like it. So before he got into the powder, how was he making all this money?
He were a joiner. Used to go all over. Doing up all these big high street chains. Loads of times they'd work 48 hours non-stop, you know, over the weekends, getting the places back open for Monday mornings. That's how we got into the coke. Well, they're all into it. They had to keep themselves going, didn't they?
He didn't have to stay in that work though, did he? Could have jacked it in, got a job on a normal site.
Wouldn't have earned half the money doing that, would he? And that's all he were ever really into, the money. That's why I loved splashing the coke around, because it meant everyone knew we had money. And that's why he started dealing the stuff. Not just because he was on it himself. He'd seen how much money he could make as a dealer. No contest then, was it? He jacked in the job and started going off the edge. Started really scaring the kids and me. And the worse he got with us, the more he scared us. And the more I hated him.
So why don't you tell us where he is then? Then me and my mate, we can stop him from wrecking anyone else's lives.
Imagine me one when he sees this. And imagine mine. Tony, what have you done?
Nice try, son, nice try. But you can't kid a kidder.
Dad, are you alright?
What? You okay? Me? Yeah, I'm fine, you know, it's just miles away, that's all. So, you come shopping then?
Not exactly.
No, we've got some news for you.
Oh yeah. Wonder what that could be, eh?
It's about the house.
Now, why did I know that you were going to say that?
We've decided to put an offer in.
So, was the house everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, it was, but it was miles better.
Looks like you made a good decision then, eh? So, did you offer the full asking price or what?
Well, we were going to put in a lower bid until we found out that somebody had actually put in an offer of £15,000 higher than the asking price. So,
go away. Would you believe it, eh? Still, it's a funny old game, the property business, isn't it, eh? You never know what might have happened by the time you get back to them.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
So is it the house of your dreams then, love?
It is, Dad. You'll love it.
When you come to visit.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah. Just thinking, that's all. It's the end of an era, isn't it, eh? Them walls can talk. I've seen some rows, some fights, and some making up afterwards. Just won't seem the same round here without you, that's all.
Hey, come on, Dad. We're not going to be that far away. Dad.
Are you okay?
Yeah. You'll be fine in a minute, yeah.
Why is the offer £360,000 written on that piece of paper?
Max, just leave it, eh? Look, why don't you go and pick up the kids? We'll be alright here, won't we, Dad? Won't we?
Yeah, of course. Just couldn't face losing you, that's all I was thinking.
Just forget it, eh, Dad?
I was thinking back to when we moved in here. About all the hopes and dreams we had then, and how many of them never worked out. And then I started thinking about our Tony. And Jack, I know this sounds terrible saying this, but I was trying to picture his little face. You know, the way he used to smile and give us cheek and that. And I couldn't get it, love. I just couldn't picture him. My own son.
Why won't you tell me where he is?
Old habits, I suppose.
I'll drop you back home.
And you're going to eat out with me?
Some fellas would.
Not you, though.
You said it.
What would you do to him if you find him?
Just have to wait and see what happened on the day.
You'd have to be really careful, you know.
There's no point in talking about it, is there? Well, if you're not going to tell me where he is. What's going on inside your brain? He's a cokehead, a dealer, he's killed people. He's on the run and you're still protecting him. What kind of life can he give your kids now, eh? What kind of life can he give you? The only life he's looking at's behind bars. All I'm asking for is an address.
Hey, do you remember them minty trainers that you bought me?
They were good shoes then.
They were off some sad old market stall.
They were a bargain.
They were cheap, you mean?
Yeah, just because you wanted some flash designer thingies. We weren't made of money.
Hey, do you remember me going out in my birthdays?
You were a stubborn little madam.
Well, Dad, I couldn't have wore those cheapo ones for school. I'd have been totally ashamed.
I wasn't all that bad as a dad, was I?
Of course not. Hey, you've stood by me loads through me times, haven't you?
Yeah, well, that's what dads do, don't they?
Yeah, now I'm leaving you all on your own.
Hey, it's your life, love. And if I stopped you doing what was right for you, I'd never forgive myself.
5 minutes, Josh. Then you can have your beans on toast. Or whatever they are. Only to your property. Oh, typical Ron Dixon. What are you like, Beverly Mac? You know, everyone else is moving into the little love nests. Mike and Rachel, Max and Jacqui, even Lance. And what have you got to keep you company, eh? A wrinkly old prune.
All I'm saying is, I just wish sometimes that my life would have worked out better.
Dad, you've had the life you've had. Just be happy with it.
How can I be happy, Jack? I've failed a lot of it.
Oh, you have not.
You know, I wanted things to leave behind when I went. You know, like some big business empire or something, so you'd all be set up for life. What have I ended up with, eh? Your mother's long gone. And our Tony, bless him. And our Michael couldn't stand me anymore. Now you want to get off it all. And what have I got to show for all them years of slogging me guts out? I'm going to end up all on my own. I've got a business that's going nowhere. And I don't even know what I'm selling people. Oh, no.
It's all right, Dad. We saw it before.
Maxie and all.
Yeah, it doesn't matter now.
I just didn't want you to go, love, that's all. I'm dead proud of you, you know. I mean, I know that you're only young, but you've already achieved more in business than I ever could. And you're happy with your fella and your young ones, which is saying something these days. And all I'm saying, love, is that every time I see you, I mean every time, every day, just like today, I think, what a great daughter she is.
Tim, result. Found out where he's holed up.
We're only going to be a few miles away. And you've got Bev round the corner.
I know, but...
And Dad, when I'm in work, I'm going to be 2 minutes away.
we will always be there for each other, won't we?
Yeah, of course we will. And do you know what? Do you know, even if we moved 1,000 miles away from here, or even in 20 years' time, all the things you've taught me about people and life and families and fighting and loving each other and standing by each other and standing by what you believe, all those things are inside me, and while they're inside me, you'll never be far away.
Waited 5 months for this. A few hours won't make any difference.
Could have broken your neck even. Ended up in a wheelchair. Is that what you wanted?
I just want you to realise what we're about to do or could be doing by the end of the day.
I don't care, I just want him dead.
It's your accent, mate. You scousers all talk too fast.
What's wrong now, Adele?
That's him. That's Terry.
Go on, boys. You weigh out your league.
And there's a change of day and time for that next Brookside. You can see it this Thursday night at 11:35. Well, next look forward to the dangerous Wild West. Well, Pinewood Studios, actually, with Sid James, Kenneth Williams and